so many Democrats reached out to me yesterday. I was just like, I can't believe he's going to get away with it again. There's this sense of frustration that Trump always seems to escape, to slip the hook.
Meep, meep. 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 Meep, meep.
People in the media, people at home, and people sitting in the White House have to stop pretending that the Supreme Court is some kind of benign, trying to do its best institution and start to realize that there are 6 Republicans, not conservatives, Republicans on the Supreme Court who view it as their job to help the Republican Party. And until we do something about that, until we take away that power, until we draw the line on them there, they will continue to do this. They will help Trump.
It's really hard to understand the decision, Wolf, except that it is likely some of the justices simply want to assist Donald Trump in delaying the resolution of this case in the hope of pushing his trial off past the election. If that were to happen, then of course Donald Trump would try to, if successful in the election, make the whole case go away.
Meep, meep. Meep, meep. Meep, meep. Meep, meep. Meep, meep.
To move forward in the preliminary stages, and also heard arguments and rendered a decision to affirm that the trial could move forward in the summer. The court had other options, and I really do think that the justices on the left were struggling to find something, salvage something out of this over the last few weeks that would make it anything less than a disaster. But frankly, it appears that they have failed, and I cannot come up with any other justification for what the court has done here. Delaying over and over again, allowing Trump to run out the clock.
But the fact that they delayed even this order that basically just says we're going to take it up, that they delayed it for 2 weeks, suggests that they certainly did not embrace the urgency that Special Counsel Jack Smith tried to impose upon them way back in December, when Jack Smith went to the Supreme Court and said, Justices, please take up this case now so that we can get a clear answer. This is yours to answer. And then, once the Supreme Court said, no, we're not coming in, and the D.C. Circuit ruled, that was another several weeks. So former President Trump's effort to run the clock has a partner in the Supreme Court at this point.
Meep, meep.
It is maddening because the Supreme Court knows that there's a consequential election in November, yet they showed no urgency in setting the date of oral argument for April 22nd. Now, a more cynical view, to answer your question, is to interpret the Supreme Court decision as a nefarious act of putting their thumb on the scale to benefit their favorite candidate. I'm not sure I want to go that far, but it's disturbing. I mean, when Trump needed an expedited oral argument for his Colorado case, the Supreme Court complied. And then when Trump wanted to delay the D.C. case to avoid facing the music, the Supreme Court here complied. First, back in December, the court blocked Jack Smith's attempt to skip over the D.C. Court of Appeals and go straight to the Supreme Court. Then when the Supreme Court finally got the case, they sat on their decision for 2 weeks. And then when they ruled, not only did they grant the review, they also granted a stay, which they didn't have to. And then they rejected Jack Smith's proposal of an oral argument in March. Instead, they settled on this April 22nd date, which is the last week that the court is scheduled to hear arguments this term. My favorite drummer in the world, the late, great Neil Peart, once said, if you choose not to decide, you'll still have made a choice. Well, delay is a choice. And you know, when the Supreme Court wants to move quickly, it does. Like in Bush v. Gore in 2000, they consciously chose the opposite here. So it's abundantly clear that there is no cavalry coming to save our democracy. Only the voters can do that.
Beep, beep.